Tulum used to be a hidden gem along the Riviera Maya about 2 hours from Cancun. A sleepy fishing town with beautiful beaches and magnificent ruins, but in recent years has exploded in popularity and now even has its own airport. When we visited in 2017, it still had a lot of local charm, but when we returned in 2022, it felt like everything had changed. With COVID in 2020, many travel vloggers flocked to Mexico as they never closed their borders, and Tulum became a hotspot on social media. Now when visiting, it felt like everywhere was overrun with tourists or someone was trying to rip you off, whether buying food or trying to find parking. Tulum is still beautiful and worth a visit to see the ruins and incredible beaches, but there are plenty of other places in Mexico that are popular with domestic tourism but haven't reached the international fame of Tulum yet. One of the nice things about the Cancun area is you can often find affordable flights to the Cancun airport, especially from the East Coast. So if you're flying into Cancun and are wondering what to do that isn't overcrowded with tourists like Cancun, Playa del Carmen, or Tulum, check out Valladolid. This town is about a 2-hour drive, or you can take a bus from the Cancun bus station to Valladolid. While most foreign visitors haven't heard of Valladolid, don't expect it to be completely empty, as it is a Pueblo Mágico, meaning this is a well-recognized and established tourist destination, just not as many international visitors have learned of its charm yet. The main reason Valladolid is a Pueblo Mágico is because of the many cenotes nearby, including one right in the center of town. Unfortunately, Cenote Zassi was closed for repairs during our visit, but the good news is it has since reopened. Cenotes are limestone sinkholes that collapse and now serve as entrances to the underground freshwater system. Some are completely covered and others are open. There are a few popular cenotes nearby, like Cenote Oshman, Cenote Suitun, and Cenote Ilquil. I would recommend visiting any of the popular cenotes in the morning before they get too crowded or the tours arrive, and spend the afternoon exploring the town or less popular cenotes. Valladolid is often a stop for tours on their way back from Chichen Itza, so the center of town may be busier in the afternoon as well. Besides cenotes, other must-do things in Valladolid include eating cochinita pibil from El Tigrillo and trying marquesitas from El Tío Batman, visiting the Casa de los Venados, walking the Calzada de los Frailes, and visiting the convent of San Bernardino and watching the projections at night. Are you finding this video helpful so far? Don't forget to subscribe for more helpful and practical travel videos. Okay, so you want to stay away from Cancun, or you want somewhere closer to a beach? Say no more, you need to visit La Paz. Los Cabos is another popular destination in Mexico, and there are often affordable flights from the West Coast. But when you land in Cabo, get out and head to the capital of the state, La Paz. It's about a 2.5-hour drive from the Cabo airport, or you can also take a bus directly from the airport. Of course, they do have their own airport, but is likely more expensive to fly direct. But if you're about convenience, you can always look into that option too. While Cabo's beaches are pretty, La Paz is on a whole different level. With white sand beaches and turquoise water, you'll think you're on a Caribbean island. Two of the most popular things to do in La Paz are Playa Balandra and a boat tour to the Isla Espiritu Santo. Playa Balandra is known as one of the prettiest beaches in Mexico and is very popular, so again, don't expect an empty beach. In fact, it's so popular, they limit the number of people that can enter each day to 450. There are 2 groups, one at 8 a.m. and one at 1 p.m. Entrance is free. Don't fall for any scams online selling you a bracelet for entrance. You'll want to line up early to make sure you get a spot, especially during busy summer months. A weekday in the spring and fall will be less crowded. Once inside, you can wade through the calm, shallow water, rent a kayak, hike a short distance to the viewpoint, check out the mushroom rock, and just relax on the beautiful shore. There are a few permanent shade umbrellas, but they go quickly, so bring your own umbrella or tent for shade and pack snacks and food since this beach is undeveloped. There's plenty of other beaches nearby to explore as well, like Playa Tecolote. From here, you have a view of the Isla Espiritu Santo. This breathtaking island is most famously known for the colony of sea lions that you can swim with. Take a boat tour from La Paz and you'll stop along the way to learn more about the history and wildlife of the island before swimming with the sea lions. After your snorkel break, you'll have lunch on a picturesque beach and head back to La Paz in the evening. If you're visiting from November to March, you can also add on snorkeling with whale sharks as well. Other popular activities in La Paz include beach hopping, sandboarding at the Mogote Dunes, walking the Malecón, eating fresh fish tacos, and a day trip to Todos Santos. What if you don't want a beach destination? If you're more of a foodie and architecture fan, then you need to check out Puebla, one of the states with the best food in Mexico, and yes, I'll argue with the comments about it if you want. The capital city by the same name has the best food and a ton of unique and affordable museums and sites to fill your vacation. It's about a 2.5-hour drive from Mexico City, and you can take a bus directly from the airport or from multiple bus stations in the city. Puebla also has its own airport, but it's small, so it's often easier to fly and take a bus from Mexico City. Like I mentioned, Puebla is known for its cuisine, so be sure to try lots of local specialties like tacos árabes, semitas, chalupas, mole, and chile en nogada. While most foreigners have heard of Cinco de Mayo, and some still mistakenly think it is Mexican Independence Day, it's not. It's actually the day Mexican forces won a battle against the French in Puebla. You can learn more about Cinco de Mayo at Los Fuertes if you're interested in history. If you're more into art, check out the Museo Amparo with art from pre-Hispanic times all the way to modern art. There's even a couple Diego Rivera pieces you can admire. The oldest public library in the Americas, the Biblioteca Palafoxiana, can be found in Puebla as well. The architecture throughout Puebla is a mix of styles that feel European, but also Mexican at the same time. Puebla is known for its ceramics called Talavera. El Parian Market is one of my favorite places to look for souvenirs, and you can even visit a Talavera factory in Puebla. This is one of my favorite hidden gems in the city. Uriarte Talavera has been making Talavera for 200 years and offers tours. There are a lot of churches in Puebla, but one of the most impressive is the Rosary Chapel in the Santo Domingo Church. It's covered in gold and is a popular spot for weddings. For 2 popular day trips, you can visit nearby Pueblos Mágicos, Cholula, and Atlisco. Cholula is known for the buried pyramid with a yellow church on top. The pyramid at Cholula is actually the pyramid with the largest base in the world. You used to be able to go inside the pyramid, but on our last visit it was closed. Atlisco is a cute town with colorful buildings and an impressive view of the Popocatépetl volcano. They recently opened a new glass observation deck where you can get incredible views. Yes, it is an active volcano, and on our last visit you could see smoke coming out. Then complete your afternoon walking through the nurseries in the Cabrera neighborhood. Other popular activities in Puebla include the Calle de los Sapos and the Calle de los Dulces, visiting the Cathedral in the Zócalo, the Star of Puebla Ferris Wheel and Angelopolis, Africam Safari, the Baroque Museum, and the Secret Tunnels. There is so much more to see and do in Mexico than just the Riviera Maya, and these are only 3 places to start. Whether you want to spend your travel exploring cenotes, lounging on the beach, or sampling local cuisine, you'll love Valladolid, La Paz, and Puebla. Stay tuned for more travel guides and tips and tricks throughout Mexico, Europe, and the world.